How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now that we've had both the Lions and the Wallabies squads released, I have to go through this. It is just the build up is done, everything is ready, the stage is set. We are a couple days away. I want to break down both the Wallabies and the Lions squad, where this is going to be won and lost, key matchups, and I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. So please stay with me, like, subscribe, and let's break it down. So first up, let's get through just a couple bits. The Wallabies are without Rob Valentini. They are without Will Skelton and Taniella Tupou, the Tongan Thor. He's out as well. He is not injured though. I believe he has now joined the squad for the First Nations and Pacifica squad that will be playing the Lions after this game. Right now, this one comes at a bit of a surprise to me because I was expecting him to start. I was at least to be part of the squad. He's completely out. Now, I know that there has been some reports about his fitness of late, but I do hear that he's actually pretty fit. He's ready to go. He's just one of those big, massive players. He adds so much structure. He adds such big hits. He's a good runner of the ball as well. So I am surprised that he hasn't even made the 23. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Tongan Thor not being in the squad, and what does that mean for him ongoing. So looking at the squad, James Slipper, Faisler, and then Alan Alatoa. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are quality players. Alatoa and Slipper are elite level, scrummagers as well. So they are not shy in terms of depth for like front row, but he could definitely have made an impact, especially considering with the Lions we are seeing Genge, Sheehan, and Ty Furlong, who are absolute beasts. This is the kind of matchup that you would want Taniella Tupou to be part of, right? I don't know. Then in the lock pairing we have Nick Frost, Jeremy Williams. I mean, can't complain. You know, is it as good as what the Lions have? I don't know. I don't think so. But will they put up a good fight? Hell yeah, 100%. One of the big ones is Nick Champion de Crespigny, Crespigny. These names are just ridiculous. He's getting him. His name is now Nick Champion. Okay, from now on, his name is Nick Champion. He is getting his first. Not only is he getting his first cap, he's starting, which is very, very good. He's coming in at 6. Fraser McWright and Harry Wilson captaining the side. Absolutely brilliant. Good. I mean, I haven't seen that much about Nick Champion. Apparently, he is really good, but we'll see how well he plays up against the Lions. When he's actually put under that kind of pressure. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. The halfback pairing, we got Jake Gordon, Tom Lynak. The wingers, Harry Potter, Max Jorgensen. Centers, now the centers are actually pretty awesome. I mean, Len Ikitau and Joseph Aukuso Suali'i. Suali'i, he's obviously the poster boy for the Wallabies. They're building everything. They putting everything around him. He obviously does have elite level talent in him. He is a world class player as there is. I mean, the guy's like 6'5" as well. He's built like a brick shithouse. So he is definitely not going to be shy in terms of getting to that gain line, putting in for looking for contact. He was amazing in rugby league. He's been pretty good in terms of union. So it's going to be interesting to see how things play out here up against the Lions. It's going to be a big, big test for him, and we'll see just how well he's able to outmatch the likes of Sione Tuipulotu. Yeah, Tuipulotu, son, he's coming for you. I know there was a little bit of back and forth, and yeah, apparently things got heated, but they're keeping it on the download, not willing to give up any information in relation to that. But this is gonna be fire. I want to see Tuipulotu and Suali'i come head and head again together. So that's going to be interesting. Honestly, this they're going to need their poster boy to put in a performance and a half. they're really going to need him to put in a performance and a half, because I can't see anything other than absolute destruction um, by the Lions here. I just can't. They are, in my opinion, player for player better. Player for player better. I mean, they've got some serious talent. The Wallabies are no joke in terms of how they're able to play, but I think they are going to end up trying to play some form of a kicking game. But the way I see this going, because we look at the Lions squad in terms of Genge, Sheehan, Furlong, then we have Itoje, McCarthy. I think what we are going to see is we are going to see set piece dominance. We are going to be seeing lineouts. We are going to be seeing scrum dominance. We're going to see them getting overpowered. We're going to see that Maul. And we are going to see Finn Russell use his brilliant kicking ability. He's going to hit it into that corner, go for the lineout, into the Maul, over the try line. And I think that is what we're going to end up seeing time and time and time again. I don't think they have the power or strength to be able to handle the likes of Ellis Genge or Tyke Furlong. Tyke Furlong is always a bit of a weird one, because he's quite obviously not the Tyke Furlong of old. But when you're dealing with a player of his caliber, what does that truly mean? You know, like, how much does that truly affect him? Because the guy is absolutely phenomenal. So um, it's going to be interesting to see how this physical game is going to play out, because I do believe that the game is going to be won and lost on the physicality. And even then, we are seeing Ty Burn, Jack Conan, and Tom Curry, war machines, and the back row. So not only do you have the monsters of McCarthy and Itoje as a lock pairing, right? You got the engines of Ty Burn, Tom Curry, and Jack Conan in that back row assisting as well. So this is a very dominant, this is a very big forward selection, right? And it's just going to be pressure, lineup dominance, scrum dominance, and they're just going to they're just going to keep that pressure on him. And I think they're just going to end up wearing him down, and ultimately we are going to see a Lions dominance. I think this is going to be a complete run out, to be honest. Um, I think the Aussies are going to end up getting on the board. They've got too much quality not to get a single point, but I still feel that dominance is going to come. I think we are going to see the regular Lions are going to start off slow. They've probably the first 5, 10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes of the game or of each half, we're going to see the Lions struggle, get back into play. We might even see the Wallabies, banging a try or two, but ultimately, come the end of the game, we are going to be seeing the Lions take the lead. They're going to make it comfortable by at least a two try distance, and then they're going to close off the game. They got the quality, they got the talent, they've got everything that is needed. I truly do feel that this is going to come down to a scrum and more game. Powers and the strength is going to be evident, right? And again, this is why I say Taniella Tupou would have been a great asset to have in a game like this, because I can't see for um, Andy Farrell trying to play a progressive phase play game. Now, Gibson Park is going to be working both sides of that ruck. He's going to be moving that ball quick. They're then going to start using Finn Russell's kicking ability. He's going to be hitting those up and unders. He's going to be gaining that territory with those long balls. He's then going to start putting it out to the wides. And even then, if they don't want to go down that direct route of, that kicking route of going out for lineouts, dominating lineouts, and they want to go a more direct route in terms of trying to get some face play in, try to break that defensive line, and have players running, to break that gain line as well. I think you have the quality of Tommy Freeman, who's brilliant in the air, James Lowe, who's brilliant in the air. The guy can run for days, and he's got a boot, to boot. Um, they have such an all-rounded squad. No matter which route they want to take, they can switch and they can adapt through the game, which I think they probably will end up doing. But ultimately, I do feel that Scrum and Maul game is going to dominate. Is going to dominate. I think they're just going to have far, far too much for them. So I'm predicting. I'm predicting a pretty sizable win by the Lions. I'm giving a minimum of 2 tries to win, because the Lions are going to score tries. There hasn't been a team that's been able to keep them out. So yeah, I'm giving the Lions to win by at least 2 tries, and I think Tui Pelutu is going to be part of one of those tries that are scored on the day. So let me know what your thoughts are. What kind of impact do you think Suali'i is going to have on the game? And what's your score prediction? So drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe as always. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.